If I would give you a white piece of paper, a brush and some black paint and told you to draw a picture of a really good day in your life, what would you paint? Now look at your picture, remember that day and tell me, was there something you did not like about that day? Something that was maybe missing or went wrong? Now paint a picture of a really bad day of your life. Look at it, remember that day and tell me, was there something you liked about this day after all? It can be tiny, almost unnoticeable. I dare to say chances are high that you discover some shades and nuances in each of those two pictures. Something bad happened on the really good day, and something good came from or happened on the really bad day. But for some reason, you look at the first picture and choose to focus on the good white parts, and when you glance at the other picture, you focus on the bad black parts. I haven't painted in a very long time. There is a tiny voice in my head whispering, "You are not good at it, so don't even try." I want to be good at it, but I don't want to put in the time and effort it needs to become good at it. So I rather not paint at all. Luckily for me, my curiosity to try drawing with wood and coal triumphed over my judgment that I'm not capable to draw anything good at all. And now I have replaced my prejudice with experience. I can say that it does not take that much time or effort for me to paint a not too bad kind of good enough picture, measured on my own scale of perfection. I don't want to paint things better than they are, or worse. If I take a white page and paint it all black, I don't have much of a picture. But if I leave it white, then the same result applies. If I tell myself it's not worth it to try, I will leave the page blank and always wonder about the picture I could have drawn. If I try to convince myself with sheer delusional force that I'm really good at painting if I'm not, I might have filled the whole page, but it is not a truthful representation of my skill. The trick is to use the right amount of both black and white and blend them together. I often choose to look at only one side of things, normally the more convenient one. If things are great, it is easy to focus on good emotions, happy thoughts. If things are terrible, it's easy to hide out in a very dark place. But just because I can't see the other side in those moments does not mean that it does not exist. I am working on looking at the art I create objectively, looking at the white parts and the black parts of life, acknowledging both strengths and weaknesses, and focusing on what I could improve. By stopping myself from focusing too much on either of the both extremes of the color palette, but rather mixing them together, I can create a whole new color, and by doing so, open myself up to so many more possibilities. And then I will be ready to draw a real picture, a truthful one, rather than a biased and distorted version of reality. Because life isn't just good or bad, just right or wrong, just black or white. It's much more complex than that. If I can teach myself to look at the whole picture, I open myself up to a wider experience of life. So let's go look for those shades of grey nowadays.